All right, we're going to give this another try. I have moved my location where I have a better internet connection, so hopefully if we can get this going again. I'm going to turn on another light here so you can see it better. I don't think that worked much. Yeah, it still doesn't work well. That's okay. You don't really need to see me anyway, right? It's just what I'm saying. So, okay, so we are going to be talking today about the Young Living Compensation Plan. Okay, so my goal today is not to give you an all-inclusive rundown of the compensation plan. We'll be focusing on executives on down because silvers and above have some extra additions for the comp plan. So I'll do a different periscope on that later. So today we're just going to focus on executives and below. So distributor, star, senior star, and executive. Okay, so, and I'll be using a little help today from my little flyers here, so hopefully I can work everything just fine. So, all right, so here are some basic terms that we use in Young Living. A member is anyone who is on your team. Anyone who has a number with Young Living is considered a member. Okay, you also have a customer, which is a retail customer. They have no fee to sign up. They buy at retail price. They are not eligible for essential rewards or commissions. Their personal volume, or PV, is combined with their sponsor's PV. However, it does not count towards the commission qualification. A distributor is also known as a wholesale customer. They purchase at 24% discount and they qualify for the comp plan. The minimum to remain a distributor is 50 PV a year. An enroller is anyone who enrolls a member, and a sponsor is your first upline. Okay, some common terms that we use in Young Living to talk about your those that you see on your downline viewer is downline, organization or team. I prefer team, even organization. Downline, I think, for me personally, I don't like it, but I like to say I have a team member that's, having has a question instead of a downline member. That's just me personally, so, but I might do a different talk on that later. Okay, so this is your viewer that you have in the virtual office. This is the old one, but just to give you an idea of what it looks like. You can see the member count at the top. It's right there. And that includes everybody in your entire organization. If this was on a computer and I opened up all these boxes, that's the number of people I would find. Okay, everyone pictured here is considered the first level. The squares to the left of the name indicate that they are distributors. There's little circles here, and those indicate customers. As it's printed, you can see different orange or blue icons. The orange are members, the distributors, and the blue are customers. Okay, so there's a lot of different things that we can do to use our viewer to help us figure out our team. Okay, so here's a few other types of terms we use. Volume and legs. PV is personal volume. OGV is organizational group volume. And then you have legs versus levels. Okay, so how that works out looks like this. Okay, the orange, just put your name there instead. You are the orange. Those in the blue circles are your first levels or first line, and those in the red are your second line. Okay, so a level is the position of a distributor within a sales organization, and those distributors are immediately sponsored by another distributor. So if they are on your first level, though, as you first open up your viewer, the people you see initially are the ones that have been personally sponsored by you. Now they may have been moved there from somebody else enrolled them, and now they're placed there. So but still you are the sponsor, and so everyone in your first level is what we talk about in the levels is what we talk about in the comp plan. Okay, so then that second level, that was a different type of commissions, so just so you know that. Okay, here is the same thing, except this time I have circled the legs in your organization. Okay, each of these is a leg. The qualification status of a leg is determined by OGV in that leg. A leg is formed by the distributor who has 100 PV and includes all the OGV in their downline. So if this person up here has 100, then their OGV includes them and everybody on their team. Okay. Now let's just say this person doesn't order, and so the first person to order 100 is this person down here, Carolyn. Then she is the top of that leg because this person doesn't count. Okay. So in talking about legs, we need to know about that for different qualifications. All right, so the basics of the comp plan that I'm going over today is all about creating your foundation. You have different levels, creating your foundation, building your business, and developing leaders. Okay, creating your foundation is for everyone: distributor, star, senior star, and executive. Okay, so those are what we are focusing on today. All right, in creating your foundation, here is a little more information. You have your PV requirements, your OGV requirements. This is something that at this level you don't worry about, that PGV. We'll talk about that more when we go into silvers and above at a different time. And then your legs. Okay, so this is what this looks like, and we'll go into that. And then one question that I get here many times is that people want to know, if they sign up a new customer, will you earn the difference between the wholesale pricing and the purchase they make? Yes, but you do have to order 50 PV in a month to qualify for that. Okay, as you get started, let's just say you just signed up. You want to know how it is. Break it down for me. How can I make money? There's two basic ways to make money, and that is your fast start bonus and your premium starter kit bonus. Everyone that purchases a kit, a premium starter kit under you on your team that has been personally enrolled by you, you get a $25 premium starter kit bonus. Okay, for the fast start bonus, you earn 25% of whatever it is that they order of their PV for the first 3 months. Okay, now something very important here. You need to be ordered, you have to place a 50 PV order in that same month in order to qualify. Also, for the kit bonus, they have to create their account and purchase the kit in the same month for you to get that bonus. Today is the 31st. If somebody creates an account today and they purchase their kit tomorrow, you do not get that kit bonus. So that's very important to watch at the end of the month. Okay, so if you see here, when the fast start bonus is earned, the PV is used to calculate the unit level, the personal generations, everything that that is paid out. Okay, so if you enroll Young Living, Young Living will pay. You earn 25% on your new enrollees for the first 3 months. Okay, so if you have ordered at least 50 PV and your new person, Sally, let's just say they order 200 PV, then you have earned $50 in that month, just right there. Okay, now there is a maximum there, which is $200 per enrollee per month. So, if you have like 10 new enrollees, you can earn 50 off or 25% off each of them. If one person orders 1,000 the first month, instead of earning 250, you'll max it out to 200. So I started this earlier in my room with a locked door, so my son couldn't find me, but he found me now that I had to move to closer, better internet connection. Yeah, is that a card? All right. So the next start, in talking a little bit about the fast start bonus, when your enrollee enrolls a new member, you earn 10% for the first 3 months PV of the new member. Okay, so as long as you have ordered 50 PV, and let's just say that person Sally enrolls someone at 200, then you get 10%. So that's $20 you get right there. Okay, and the Start Living bonus is simply $25. Any of the premium starter kits, when they purchase them, you earn $25 kit bonus. Many people use that when you see people offering incentives. Usually that's where they get the extra from, is from that bonus. They'll order different reference materials or different gift cards. Whatever you think of, whatever you'd like, it's all up to you. Okay, so in your creating a foundation, your newly enrolled friends become a part of your team's foundation, and you use the Rising Star Team Bonus and the Unilevel commissions to build that foundation for yourself. Okay, so I've mentioned a few times what is Unilevel. The Unilevel commissions are your standard commissions. You earn 8% of the volume on your first level, 5% on the second, and 4% on levels 3, 4, and 5, all based on rank. Okay, and your customer earnings are also paid with your qualifying order. Okay, so that's where those levels come in important that we talked about earlier. Levels 3, you get Unilevel on levels 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, all depending on your rank. Okay, so let's just say if you are an executive, you get paid out on all 5 of those ranks, and you can see how with each new rank you earn a little more. Okay, so use the time as a star and a senior star to build your foundation, and don't set your eyes on executive too much until you have created that nice, solid, strong foundation. Personally, I love the rank of senior star because it really gives you that time to focus on building your foundation. So if you feel you are a stuck senior star, I think you are in a fabulous place to get that foundation built. Okay, and one of the ways is by using the Rising Star Team Bonus. Now, when building your foundation, you want to use the Rising Star to structure your business. Okay, so Rising Star is many times called the diamond maker because you build 7 legs with the Rising Star Team Bonus. You need 6 legs to reach Royal Crown Diamond, and Young Living structured it this way because they know that many times one of those legs will fall off and disappear. Somebody will lose interest and they just don't want to do it anymore. Okay, so how this works is you are ordering at 100 PV a month on Essential Rewards. This is the only part of the commission structure where you have to be ordering on Essential Rewards. Then what happens is you build 3 legs. Each of them, the head of those legs, are ordering at 100 PV, and they have an OGV of 300 or more. That could be that they themselves have just placed a 300 PV order, and so they are the entire qualification for that one leg, or it might be them plus 2 friends or 3 friends. However it works to get that full OGV. At that point, you get 1 share. A share is worth anywhere between $40 and $50 depending on the month because it is a share of the company and how much the company is profiting that month. And so it's going to change a little bit. Okay, so then you have earning 2 shares. Now, it's very important to know that you have to build it with these 3 and then these. You can't build one of these at a time. Okay, so here is 2 legs. You might be that 2 of these people moved up, and so now they have 500 in OGV, and you've built 2 more people up to 300. Okay, the legs can move around too. It may not all be the same every month. At that point, you get 1, 2, 3 shares. Okay, so you will get 3 shares by the time that you have built this, and you have 5 legs going. Okay, so that is $150 roughly bonus in your check. And then you build the 6 shares. Again, you have to have these 3 legs, these 2 legs, and then these 2 legs. And these 2 legs are at 1,000 each. And by the time you do that, you've earned 6 shares. So you're talking, anywhere between, 220 to 300 a bonus in your check on top of your Unilevel commissions. Okay? Any questions? I can't see most of your questions since I have papers in front of my face, so if you have a question that I haven't answered, just type it again so I can see it. All right. To achieve executive, you need to have a 100 PV order yourself, an OGV of 4,000, and 2 legs at 1,000. Okay, so you can't just place an order for 4,000 and be an executive. That you have to have 2 legs that are working together to build you to executive. Okay, now that's very important because hopefully those will be the 2 legs that will take you on to silver. But remember that it's not just about those 2 legs, you want a total of 7. Okay, so by the time you get up to this, where you have these two legs at 1,000, you are now executive. And so that's the idea, that as a silver, you're building and you're getting 3 shares, and by the time you bump yourself to 6 shares, you're an executive, and you have all those legs working together for you. Okay, so your rank benefits as an executive, you have a strong foundation. Your silvered and 6 countdown begins. Talk about that more in a second. You have access to leadership development tools, and you are 1 step away from silver. Now, as far as the silver and 6 plan goes, if you've never heard of it, once you become an executive, you have 6 months from that time. Okay, so if I make executive in August, then I start in September. So I have September, October, November, December, January, February. I have until the end of February to make silver. And if I do that without losing the rank, so if in October I didn't make executive and I fell back to senior star, then the silver and 6 program goes out. But if I don't and I keep that up and I've made silver by the end of February, then Young Living will send me an Aroma Complete kit for free. Isn't that awesome? It's so it's like $2,000 kit for free. It's amazing. So you want to really, that's one reason it's so important to structure well with that rising star. That way you can maintain, and you have 7 legs and you're all working together for that, for silver. Okay. Also, when you hit silver, your paycheck, according to the income disclosure statement, which is amazing, and you should look at it. It's in the virtual office. Your check will usually about double, not always, depending on how you structured. Actually, because I was structured so well as an executive, that my check actually went down a little bit from silver because I'm supposed to turn your phone, Darren, if I'm sideways. It's easier to show my pictures if I'm sideways. So, Darren, you threw me off. So anyway, so that's the idea of baking silver. And like I said, I will throw those. I will put together a new plan, a new talk about the silvers and above comp plan, where we'll talk about generational bonuses and things like that. So if I missed anything, please let me know. All right, building a successful team. All right, so one thing I did want to mention is if you become silver and then you fall back to executive, that rising star bonus is only for the executives and below. But if you are silver and you fall back, then you can still get it. The rising star bonus is also only good for 2 years from the first time you get it. Okay, so you may have been in Young Living for a while, and then now you've got your first share. Let's say after a year of not really doing much, you have 2 years from that point to earn the rising star bonus. And so as long as when you fall back, you aren't beyond that 2 years, you'll still earn it. So that's one thing I like about that. Okay, so in building a successful team, you want to continue to participate in the fast start. Remember, that's the $25 and 25%. You want to support your team members and use the generation commissions and bonuses, and share your success with your team members and really help your team. This isn't about you, this is about helping your team members reach success. Okay, so you do this by creating a duplicable model for success, build leaders on your team, and then you get to earn more from those bonuses. All right, let's talk for a minute about one thing that I want to make sure everyone is clear on, which is the inactive and dropped accounts. An inactive distributor is one that has not ordered 50 PV in any calendar month. Okay, that person in your viewer will be considered inactive. Okay, a dropped account is a person that did not order for 12 months. Okay, then their account will be dropped and any downline members will roll up. Okay, so the way to keep this from happening is to make sure that they're ordering 50 PV at least every 12 months. And they can reactivate with any qualifying order. If they're on the new virtual office, it's as simple as them logging in and placing that order. If they never crossed over to the new virtual office, then they'll need to call in to do that order. Okay, we're almost done here. Okay, talk a little bit about the downline viewer real fast. And again, this is the old one, and so this is how to use the old one, but you can do similar things in the new one. Okay, starting at your left, you can see a plus sign to see the second and third levels and so on. So if you just click on these, then like their team will open and the next team will open, so you can just keep on seeing all the levels. The box will tell you what rank they are. Okay, so for example, this one is a number 6. This one we have is number 5. We have 4s and 2s. Okay, so that will tell you what rank they are. Number 1 is distributor. That means they've placed at least a 50 PV order that month. Number 2 is star. 3 is senior star, and so on and so forth. Okay, so then you have the column that will tell you what level they are on. You have their member ID, what their PV is, how much they ordered, their OGV, and then their PGV. Over here, we have all these boxes that are checked. So that indicates if they are on Essential Rewards. The box says that they are, and the check mark says that they're order processed. So if you see there's one person on here that has a box, but they didn't get a check mark, which simply means they didn't order that month. Okay, and then you have ways to contact your team. You can click the envelope to email them. You have, again, the orange and blues icons. You can open those up to get like their address if you want to send them something. The little, the next icon will show you, if you click on that, that tells you how many people they have personally enrolled. And then the last is the qualification of that person, what rank they're qualifying at. Okay, so the very basic, what I want to leave you with is keep it simple. Okay, so when sharing the new comp plan with new people, keep it simple. Do not show them this whole presentation right away. You want to focus on 3 things. 100 PV order to maximize commissions, fast start bonus, 3 equals free for their signups, and building a solid foundation. Okay, so that is the way to keep it simple. I hope that I haven't overwhelmed you. Please let me know if you have any questions, if you'd like me to clarify anything, and I'll be posting some different things on the Rising Star bonus. I know that can be a little confusing for some, so I hope that this answered some questions, and I will talk to you all later.